Hello, this is Deepika Patel, and the topic that I would be covering today is just a basic introduction to our history. So, before we start history, let's just know what history exactly is. Okay, so we must be know you must be knowing that we classify our time into three different types, right? The first one is past, the second one is present, and then the future. Past is anything that has happened, present is anything that is happening, anything that is going on, and the future is anything that will be happening in the coming time. Okay, so with this idea I want to explain what history is. So let's just get it in a simple way. History is nothing but the things and the activities and the events that have happened, that have already happened, that have taken place, जो चीज़ें हो चुकी हैं. Then let's just take an example. Okay, suppose I say I went to school today, I did all my work, I woke up at 7. So I have done all these things have been already done by me. So this comes into past. That is, this is a part of history. Okay, and let's just take another sentence. That is, Mughal Akbar was one of the greatest Mughal ruler in our India. So anything that has happened, whether it's just 5 minutes ago, 5 months ago, 5 years, or just 500 years ago, but if it has happened, it has taken place, we can say that this is a part of our history. Okay, so this is clear. History is anything that has happened. Okay, we can take a few more sentences like our country got independence in 1947. This has happened. That means our country has got independence. This is a part of our history. Then before we go into that, we should also be knowing that the history has been classified into two parts. The first part is prehistory, and the second part is history. So prehistory means the time when we didn't have any written records of history, when we didn't had any books or any autobiographies of the king, when we only had manuscript, or people used to write, the times when people used to write on stones, or they used to draw these sketches so that their coming generation would know about it. So prehistory is the times when we didn't know about when we didn't had written records, and the history is the time when we had written records. And then after that, there are two very important terms that we use in history. The first one is AD, and the second one is BC. So AD stands for Anno Domini, and the BC stands for uh, before the birth of Christ. Okay, so these are the two time period that we use in our history. Anno Domini also means after the birth of Christ, and BC is before the birth of Christ. So suppose somewhere it's written, it is 352 BC, which means 352 years before the birth of Christ. And if it is written 352 AD, that means 352 years after the birth of Christ.